Hello and welcome to the 29th tutorial on how to program in Gscript2. So in the last few tutorials I've been explaining how to use class scripts and things like that. Well, in this tutorial I want to finish teaching classes and how to use them. Okay, so let's make a mining script in this tutorial. First let's go to classes and create a new class and call it gem. Okay, then here let's just put something simple for testing. Function on created set image. What do I want? Green rupee, so it looks like a gem.png. This is an image I have, by the way. It might not work for you, so you want to use something else. Then to delete it, function on player touches me. Then let's put this dot destroy. Okay, let's apply this. Now let's minimize this and open our level editor. You can ignore these two NPCs right here. So let's put down a new NPC and add some code. What do we want? Client side function on created. For an image we're gonna put set image orbital rock, another image that I have. And here function on was hit. Okay, this is important now. We're going to put a command called trigger action. Now I've explained this in the past, but I've never been able to show an actual playable example. Now what trigger action does, well, what trigger action is trigger server for level NPCs. Now trigger server will not work for level NPCs, and I'm not sure why. I think it has to do something with level NPCs technically not having an ID, so the server can't reach them, or something like that. So we have to put trigger action. Now, the first parameter we're going to put this.x, second this.y. Now, this is the location of the actual action, and we want it to be on the NPC. I'm not sure what changing these even does. Putting them to 0 and 0 makes it not even work, and the only way of being able to make it even be used is to put this.x and this.y, or just x and y, and it just automatically gets it. Okay, anyway, let's put some quotes here and then put null, because we don't want to send any variables over. Now over here on server side we're gonna put function on action and leave it like that for now. Okay, so over here in the quotes, the third parameter of trigger action is pretty important. This specifies which which on action function we want to go to. So if we put something like make gem, and over here on function on action we put make gem, then this trigger action would know to go to this function over here. Now if we change this to maybe put gem instead of make gem, it will go, hey, where's make gem? I only see put gem, and it won't even work. So we need to make these equal. Let's just replace this with put gem. Okay, so here's our function. In the function we're going to put NPC2 and drop down the class as an NPC, which I've showed you previously. X, well, we want to put this.x, this.y. This is where the NPC is going to go. And then all these crazy letters and symbols. Is that right? Possibly. Okay, so here's the name of our class that we're going to put down as an NPC. Let's close this. Now, oh, we don't want that. Let's clear the level first. There. Now, I'm going to save it again. Now I'm going to hit it. Oh, why isn't anything happening? Well, there's a reason for that. If we go to our level editor, and we go here, we can see that everything looks right. Trigger action and put NPC2. Well, here's a problem with trigger action. You can't use it unless you specify the set shape of the NPC on server side. So let's just do that. Function on created. So as soon as the NPC is created, it's going to have a set shape. Set shape 1, 32, 32. Now, don't ask why you need this to use trigger action, but you need to have set shape somewhere in server side before you are able to use trigger action. So now that we got that, let's save it again and hit it. Nothing's happening again. Let's clear the NPCs one more time. Nope. Here's our class. Here's our NPC. It's probably something really simple that I'm totally missing. Okay, I think I figured it out. When I open this, I'm putting the class onto the NPC, which is blocking it. So if I put something like +1 for the X, I'll be able to see it now. Wasn't really a programming error, just I couldn't see the image. Anyway, as you can see, there's the image. Let me just change that a bit and make it a bit more. So this is X equals 2. Okay. I hit it. There it is. And if I hit the rupee, it'll be destroyed. Okay, well, we have that now. Let's open our NPC again and put hide. So it hides the rock once and you can't even use the rock anymore once the NPC is placed. Okay, let's save that one more time and upload. There's the rupee. And we can hit it, it'll disappear. Now let's open our class again. Let's delete this function here and add a client side. Then let's put function, no functions. Yes, function. Function on created. And then put, we'll just leave that for now. Then over here, we're going to put function on player touches me. And we're going to make it so that if a player touches it on client side, it's going to be destroyed. So let's put something, if we're going to put trigger server, and instead of .gui, we're going to put .npc, since this is technically an NPC. Then we're going to put what we want to destroy, this .name. Then null. Up here we're going to put function on action server side, and we're going to put this dot destroy. So seeing this right now, actually I'm going to take out the onCreated since it's taking up room. So when you look at this, it should work, right? On client side, if any player touches it, it's going to go to server side and destroy for everyone. Well, that's actually not the case. This will not work, and I'll show you right now. Let me just upload a level again. Now I create this rupee and I hit it, and hey, it's not working. Well, there's a reason for that. If this were instead of client side on server side, then it would actually work. Well, if this destroy was under on player touches me, but since it's under client side, it's not working, and there's a reason for that. For some reason, classes, if you try to destroy them by using trigger server, it's not going to work. This .name, it doesn't know what this .name is. Of course, we know we're trying to specify this current class, but it doesn't know. Well, to counter that, over here on onCreated, we're going to put this .attr attribute, and in the attribute we're going to put a number 3. So an array, really. Then we're going to put this .name. Then down here, instead of this .name, we're going to put this .attr, then 2. Now, attr is like a special array or whatever that has these variables, and they apparently can get held for different classes. I'm not very sure, but whatever the case, you have to have this on created on server side to be able to call this exact NPC and make it be destroyed. Okay, let's reapply that, and let's clear the area. Next, let's update the level again. And I touched it and it disappeared, so we know it's working. So we have some of our mining script done, but there's more we can do. Let's open our level editor again, and here right before put npc2, we're going to put temp.obj equals. Here, I'll space it out so it's easier to read. Then over here we're going to put actually, I'm going to explain that first. What we're doing is we're making the NPC that we just placed down as a class equal to this temp variable. Now, if we take this and put temp.obj, which is the NPC that we just placed, and put .attr and a number other than 2, since we're already using that, we can put equals whatever variable we want. So we can put hello or something like that. Well, let's put something more practical, like let's put the player.account. So the player that just hit the rock and placed the NPC down, we're going to have a variable in that specific NPC equal to the player's account name. And I'll show you what that does in a second. Let's close this. I'll save it. And over here in the NPC, let's put function on created, and then put on the client side, and put this.chat is equal to ATR and 3. I mean this.atr. Did I put this dot here? Oh, it doesn't need it there, but here you need it apparently. Okay. Let's upload it. I'm gonna hit it, and it's saying my account. That's great. So we can take it now, and that's good. But for our mining script, we can see that this player right here, we're gonna update the level. If they hit it and drop down the oh, I'm making the rock hide on client side. I should change that. They're making the class appear with their account on it, but I can still take it. Well, let's change that. First, let's go into level editor and make it so that it hides on server side. Let's put that here on server side. Okay, that's good. Then we're going to hide that. We're going to test it. Yeah, it works. Okay. Now here in the class, let's put something useful for this variable we have here that is holding the player's account. We can put this dot, no, let's not put that yet. Let's put over here if player dot account, so if the player's touching it, if their account is equal to this dot attr. So if it's equal to the account that pressed it earlier, then we're going to drop it. Oh, I'm back. Now where was I? Oh yeah. If player.account is equal to the account of the player who first made the NPC appear, then we're going to have this happen. Okay, let's apply that. Then we're going to upload this again. Now if I hit it and select the other player, well, who's in trial right now, so I'll show you in a second. But I can take it. But now if I update the level, hit it, it has my account now on it. But if I let the other player take it, he's not going to be able to, which I'll show you in a second with the trial observer mode is out. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Now look. As you can see, I'm moving around this tests account right now, and if he tries to take it, he's not going to be able to, because his count isn't equal to ATTR3, which is the account that was set when I hit the rock here. But if I try to take it, it will work. Now, in terms of a mining script, this is pretty good, but let's say the player goes offline. Now it's going to have a rupee right here that no one will be able to take, because it's going to have my account on it and no one can take it. Well, let's just straighten that out right here. Let's go here, and on created, let's put this dot timer equals whatever we want, 20. Then we're going to put on timeout. Here we're going to put function on timeout. Here we're going to put set timer, which is going to take 1 second. Here let's put this dot timer minus minus, so it's going to subtract 1 every second. Then here, let's copy this chat, and here as it's looping, it's going to say our account, then @ a dash or a minus sign, then another @ to split up the variables and strings, and we're going to put the time, this dot timer. So it's saying all the things at once, and those things are being split up between these @. And I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to apply this. I'll update the level. Now if I hit this, you can see it says 18, 17, 16, 15. It's going to go all the way to, well, negative infinity. Let's just change that. If this dot timer is greater than 0, then it's going to go down. Now, once it reaches 0, we want everyone to be able to take it. So over here, where it says if player.account is equal to, the account, then it's going to be able to be deleted. We're going to put an or, and then or this dot timer is less than or equal to 0. So once the timer is 0, then anyone will be able to take it. And over here, let's put another if statement. We're going to take this, copy this text first, and put it over here. So if the timer is greater than 0, then it's going to do all this. But else, so if the timer is less than or equal to 0, then this dot chat is equal to free to take. Also, just for testing, let's lower the limit to 6 seconds. Okay, let's update that. Save the NPC. Now, let's do this. I hit the rock, and it creates a NPC. It's going to go to 0. Then it's going to say free to take, and anyone will be able to take it. So even though I was the one that hit the rock and placed the NPC, this test player is going to be able to take it. Now let's try this again before it reaches 0. Oh, I hit the rock. Now as the player, I can't take it. See? But once it's 0, I can't take it. Which is great if you're doing a mining script. If you were doing a mining script, you want it to add up. So you would want to put player.client.gems is equal to whatever plus 1. But we're not going to do that. Anyway, I guess this tutorial is over. I hope you understand how to place NPCs better, how to send over variables to NPCs. As you can see here in the level NPC, I'm making attribute 3 equal to whatever variable I want, and then using those in the actual NPC. Also, I explain how to delete them if you're going from client side in the class, and I also showed you how to use trigger server in classes. Anyway, that concludes the tutorial, and I want to show you one more thing before I go. So let's go to this level editor over here, and let's make it sleep 5, then put show again. So it's going to sleep for 5 seconds. Then when show appears again, you'll be able to hit the rock again and create more rupees and gems. Let's save that. So we wait for it to reach 0, or 5 seconds. And it appears again, I can hit it, and there are 2 now there, but I'll just take both. And now if we go to the level editor, we can copy paste this script a bunch of times. And we have a bunch of rocks that will place these gems, which you can take. And that's a pretty basic mining script. If you wanted to, you could add animations like a Gani, or if you pronounce it Gani, then like that. So there's like a pickaxe and maybe have health for the rocks. But that's another day. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you next time.